Und willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Trails from Zero. Wir gehen dann jetzt mal direkt den Mr. Hayworth suchen, der sich im Administrative District befinden sollte. Es wird mir immer schwer fallen, das auszusprechen. Irgendwo hier beim Brunnen soll das sein, an der Bank. Hier, ist er das nicht? You came. Oh, thank Eidios. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Hayworth. If I heard correctly, you guys were watching the parade when you noticed your son went missing, right? Ist das nicht schon das zweite Kind, das ihr verloren habt? Was seid ihr eigentlich für Eltern? That's right. I should have paid more attention. It's all my fault that he's... Oh, Colin. Sophia, please. We have to stay calm. I apologize, everyone. She's just worried. We lost sight of Colin roughly 3 hours ago. It happened when we were watching the parades pass through this district. Sophia noticed almost immediately. We both searched around this area as hard as we could, but to no avail. Things being the way they are, we had no choice but to call the CPD. I think that was a smart move, Mr. Hayworth. Should we take this into our own hands and conduct the search ourselves? Yeah. The rest of the force seems swamped with patrolling the festival. And if that's the case, we'll need to decide how to divide ourselves. That is the question.
Well, I'm thinking that we should probably go our separate ways. We can always keep in contact with our enigmas anyway.
But please, let me help as well. If I don't, who knows what might happen to... Sophia, it's going to be okay. I'm going to escort my wife home for the time being. We'll conduct a thorough search of the neighborhood once we've arrived. That would narrow down our list of places to search. Good idea, Mr. Hayworth. Everyone else will split up and conduct our own searches in the other districts. Also in 4 Gruppen sogar. Jeder seinen eigenen Bereich, ne? Now, Mr. Hayworth, do you have anything that might help us find him? A clear photo of him would work best. Oh, really? We actually had a photo taken of him during the festival. I have it here somewhere. Or pulled an envelope. Heißt es eigentlich Envelope oder Envelope? Ich glaube, das kommt aus dem Französischen oder so, ne? Pulled an envelope out of his coat pocket. Here you are. Received Colin's pictures 3 Mal. Oh, how cute! Indeed, I almost mistook him as their daughter. My sweet boy! Come now, dear. Let's get out of the heat and wait for Colin to come home. Who knows? He may be waiting for us now. Harold, but what if it's happened again? It won't. It will never happen again. I swear it. Geht's jetzt Rennen? Did they say again? Perhaps there's something we're missing. Excuse us, the heat seems to have gotten to our heads. It's just, this is a lot to deal with. No, I completely understand. While you're here, do you have any of Colin's possessions on hand? Our police dog might be able to pick up his scent. Oh, of course. Does this work? It's a stuffed animal. Ein Mishi! Oh, a Mishi-Plushie? Ich glaube, Tio will den nicht wieder zurückgeben. We'll make sure to return it once he's found. Ich glaube, Tio sieht das anders.
Well, let's get a move on. As long as he's still in the city, he should be relatively safe. Leave it to us, Hayworths.
Yes, thank you. I leave my son's safety in your hands. Gut. Dann wollen wir doch mal nach dem Colin suchen. Das ist ja sogar schon der zweite Versuch, den die bekommen haben mit einem Kind. Now, how do you want to do this? Actually, we should call him first. I can. Saito. Kommt, Saito. Zeit, mind giving us a hand? What a good boy. You may rest assured, now that I've arrived, following the small child's scent will be as simple as taking an afternoon nap. Or so he says. Thanks, Zeit. Actually, how did he already know the details of the case?
Eavesdropping, I bet. This guy can never pass the opportunity to show us up.
Whatever the case, let's get back to topic. In a city as large as this, how shall we divide and conquer? I will accompany Zeit, obviously. It would be illogical for someone that doesn't understand him to go with him. Fair enough. I leave the Mishi with you then. Genau das ist doch das, was Tio wollte, oder? Once Zeit finds the trail, follow it as far as you can. Roger. Us three will split up and search the different districts. I'll take care of the entertainment district, back alley, central square, Station Street and West Street. Randy, you're in charge of East Street and the downtown district. And Ellie, you can check out the administrative district and the harbor districts. Warum muss Lloyd 4 Districts untersuchen und die anderen jeweils nur 2? I mean, yes, but don't you have a lot of ground to cover? Genau das. Well, think about it. The administrative and harbor districts are both large and have a lot of traffic right now. The downtown district too, to an extent. My areas will be pretty easy to make my way through. I think it's a fair distribution of work. It makes sense when you put it that way.
Alrighty, let's find ourselves a kid. Let's use a nifty enigmas to update each other on our progress. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. If we are in agreement, shall we commence the search for Colin Hayworth? Ja, let us commence. So, Entertainment District. Fangen wir doch gleich hier an. Let's see, so I'm responsible for investigating the Entertainment District, Back Alley, Central Square, Station Street and West Street. Huh? Das sind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sogar. I have no idea where this kid could be. So I'll just have to search every location from top to bottom. Und auch der Entertainment District ist nicht unbedingt kleiner als die ganzen anderen Straßen, wo er jetzt hin muss. Und wo die anderen hin müssen. As for buildings, I'll stick to the receptionists. Otherwise this is going to take forever. Heißt, wir gehen hier ins Millennium rein und fragen nur die Rezeptionisten. Talk. This receptionist might know something about Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if he knew anything about his disappearance. A missing child? Pretty troubling. Let me think for a sec. Can't really state with full confidence if I saw him or not. Considering how packed it is outside, everybody just sort of blends together. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you for your cooperation. Dann haben wir aber noch eine zweite Rezeption auf der anderen Seite vom Hotel, oder? Genau hier. Yeah, this person might know something about Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if she knew anything about his disappearance. Oh, he's such a cutie! My apologies, but I don't recall him coming to our lobby before. That's unfortunate. Thank you for cooperating, though. Okay. Da ist er nicht durchgekommen. Auf der anderen Seite hieß es nur, der Typ weiß nicht, ob sie da durchgekommen ist. Arc and Seal. Oh, you hardly see the place this empty. I bet the afternoon show's already ended. Lloyd, is that you? Oh, something going on again? Ist das Rixia? Rixia und die sind das beide. Okay, hello you two. What's up? Did you come to hang out with your favorite gals again? We still have some time to chill out before the evening show. Wanna join us for tea? Sorry, no can do. I'm here on some work-related business. You see, Lloyd explained to Ilya and Rixia that he is in search for a lost little boy. Oh no, that's terrible. Well, it's definitely true that the kiddies love to come watch our shows. I guess there's a chance one might have snuck in during a performance. Mind holding on for a minute, Lloyd? I'll check with the folks on break to see if they noticed him. Wait, I don't need you to go that far for me. Once Ilya has her mind set on something, there's no stopping her. I'll help her take a look around too. I'll be back in a bit, Lloyd. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like he's hiding around the theater right now. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. It's okay, I appreciate the help regardless. I should be apologizing for bothering you. Don't sweat it, Lloyd. I'll be sure to notify the troop leader and the manager about the child. Should we contact the police in the event that we find him? Yeah, that would be perfect. Thanks again, you two. I'm sure you'll perform flawlessly tonight. You know it, my favorite little guy! Thank you for stopping by, Lloyd. You're always welcome here. Okay. Das war's dann schon mal mit dem Gebäude. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir die Leute hier auch noch... das musste ich jetzt sagen. Die müssen wir hier vielleicht auch noch befragen. Im Casino war er vielleicht hier? Talk. I would hope he didn't wander into the casino, but I'll ask if he knows something about COLIN. Oh, he's gone missing? I don't think he came by here. I'm sure a lovely little boy would stand out in our casino. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thank you for cooperating, ma'am. Das heißt, der war schon mal nicht hier. Sankt Street. Interessant. It's a shot in the dark, but this bunny girl might know something about COLIN. So, I can tell you, I've never seen this boy before. I doubt I would have noticed him if he walked past me with all of these people around. Ah, gotcha. Thank you for cooperation. Die Leute hier könnten alle was wissen. Okay, der redet über was anderes. Gut. Nur die Leute, die nicht rumlaufen wahrscheinlich, ne? Vielleicht die Shopbesitzer. Hey, I heard you guys managed to catch those damn thieves. I'd better show you my appreciation then. Here, take this with you. Danke. Thanks for the generosity, we appreciate it. Not a problem, our esteemed officers. Eat your hearts out. Eigentlich wollte ich nach dem... this man might know some details regarding COLIN. Vielleicht hat sich der kleine Junge eine Pizza geholt. Huh? A missing kid. Actually, I've seen this kid somewhere before. Seriously? Well, I was forced to pack up my bags before the parade passed by. I was frantically trying to get it done. Sorry, my memory's a little fuzzy. I can at least tell you he probably hasn't passed by this last hour. The crowd's been gone for that long anyway. Thank you for your cooperation. You've been a great help. Vielleicht hier hinten der Eiscreme-Stand? Yeah, this person might know something about COLIN. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if she knew anything, genau. What the heck's up with this photo? You want me to keep it for myself? No, I already explained that I'm looking for this child. Have you seen him around here before? Sorry, I can't say he's ringing any bells. Besides, you can't expect me to remember. People disappeared after the parade just as quickly as they appeared. Yeah, fair enough. Well, thank you for your cooperation. Ich habe auch nichts von dir erwartet. A few of the spectators told me how phenomenal the show was. One of them mentioned that Lady Ilya's aura was even more sensual than usual. Goddamn rich people! Okay, ich glaube, die wissen hier alle nichts. Wir müssen nur die Budenbesitzer fragen. Und die Leute in den Läden. I need to gather more witness testimonies about COLIN. I should start with the food stall vendors and receptionists. Other than that, I should look for whoever else that might catch my eye. Ja. Okay, das war hier noch nicht alles. Wir sind mit dieser Area noch nicht fertig. Interessant. Hier mit denen vielleicht nochmal. You really saved our hides with those tickets, Ferric. Where the heck did you manage to find them?
My pubs managed to get them through some connections at work. Well, they're just B-section seats.
Hey, B-section seats are fine in my book. Lady Ile was so brilliant. Of course, let's not forget Theodore. I'm a big fan of his too.
Sollten wir vielleicht im Hotel nochmal nach jemandem gucken? Weil er meinte ja, er weiß nicht, ob da jemand durchgekommen ist. Also, weißt du was? Aaron pointed out how poorly I've been cleaning the rooms. I finally managed to redo it all. I suppose just because I'm busy doesn't mean I should cut corners. Irgendjemand hier, der verdächtig ist? Du vielleicht?
I tried my luck at the casino yesterday. Boy, what a thrill that was! I think I can finally relate to all the people who get hooked on it.
Und alles verlieren, was sie haben.
Wish I can see the shows with my daughter earlier today. She was so impressed by them that she's been in a daze with the whole day.
Oh, Lady Ilya, she was absolutely stunning.
Okay. Warte, ich bin gerade einfach wieder zurückgegangen. Ich glaube aber, hier sind keine... Wer sticht denn heraus? Wer ist hier denn noch herausstechen? Du vielleicht.
Dorothy managed to clean that room properly this time around. Good, very good indeed.
Okay, hier ist niemand Besonderes. Das war's dann aber auch schon, oder? Ja. Wen habe ich denn jetzt noch vergessen? Die hier?
The parade was absolutely jaw-dropping. Crossbell City seems to really be flourishing. First time I've experienced an event of this scale.
Und ihr beide?
Oh yeah, I wanted to eat some ice cream.
What a wonderful idea. Let's buy some and observe how it's produced. I wonder what sort of manufacturing equipment is used in the process.
You big dummy, Dad. Why are you so weird?
Weiß ich auch nicht. Ich war doch jetzt überall und habe mit allen geredet. Muss ich im Casino doch nochmal mit irgendwem anders reden? Hier, ist es nicht Sully? Nee, ist es nicht.
I'm feeling lucky today, punk. On days like today, I need to play for longer, right? I once again feel luck coursing through my veins.
Ist oben noch jemand eventuell? Guck mal, die kennen wir doch. Die sind doch aus...
Hey, listen up. I was on a roll on the slot machine yesterday. Well, it wasn't really enough for me to break even, but don't sweat the details.
Das war doch einer von den beiden, die sich da unterhalten haben, als wir die Sache mit den Hunden hatten. Eigentlich will ich in dieser Spielhölle nicht lange verbringen. Ich weiß echt nicht, mit wem ich noch quatschen soll. Du?
Floats covered in pure gold. Geez, that's friggin' unbelievable. I guess they weren't kidding about how gaudy this year's parade was going to be.
Ich hab doch mit allen geredet.
This questionable-looking man might unfortunately know something about Colin.
Aha. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if he knew anything about this disappearance.
Missing kid, huh? No idea, pal. I only take note of any potential customers. Besides, you think I'm gonna remember a small kid with all that commotion from the parade? No, I guess not. Well, thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, let's wrap up the Entertainment District investigation. Was genau an dem sah jetzt so suspicious aus? Looks like the back alley is next. Let's continue the investigation there. So. Ja?
Hi.
It's Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yo, Randy here. I made the rounds on East Street. No clues about the kiddo's location. Not even from the guild's receptionist.
Alright, understood. I didn't have any luck in the Entertainment District either. Let's continue the search for now.
Aye, aye, sir.
Melden die anderen sich nicht? Hi. I really hope he didn't go into the back alley, but this man might have seen Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if he knew anything about his disappearance.
Not a damn clue. Don't think I saw the kid. I see. Thank you for the cooperation. Garante? War der vielleicht hier? I doubt they'd let a child into a bar, but he might know of Colin's whereabouts. Hast du das Kind gesehen? A lost kid? Haven't seen any kids around these parts, that's for sure. This is a bar after all. We don't let minors run around in here. Makes sense. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay. Vielleicht hat Imelda den ja gesehen. Hast du den gesehen? Yeah, this person might know something about Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if she knew anything about his disappearance. Let me think about it. I think I probably saw a couple of kids run by. Oh, really? Did any of them resemble the child in this photo? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really good at using my head. I just forget everything. My brain is all hazy. I can't even bother to remember. Okay. Thanks for your cooperation. Was heißen die ist besoffen? Sollte ich mit den Leuten hier vielleicht nochmal reden? I like how flashy festivals are. Kinda blows that I gotta stand guard here. Dumb tourists keep getting lost in the area. I definitely would have heard something if Colin had come this way. What a relief. Okay, also ist er hier nicht. Imelda. Mich stört immer noch, dass da eine Kiste steht. Who knew that a store like this was hiding all the way back here? On my way back to my hotel after the parade, I made an unexpected discovery. This place. Should I pick up a souvenir before heading back? It's possible that Miss Imelda might know something about Colin. Ja, sie ist das personifizierte Böse, sie weiß alles.
This boy? I'm afraid I've never seen him before. Also, does this look like a store a child would willingly step foot in?
I guess you have a point there. Still, thanks for your help. Alright, that's a wrap on the back alley investigation. Let's try asking around Central Square next. Gut, Central Square. Dann haben wir hier jetzt alle befragt. Kriegen wir jetzt einen Anruf von Ellie oder Tio? Long time no see? Wer ist das denn? Hä? Ren! You're...
Good day, Detective. It's been about 2 months since we last met, hasn't it?
Ah, you're the girl from the doll studio. Long time no see. Ren, right?
You should really mind your manners. A lady's name isn't something you just casually forget. It's your duty as a gentleman to greet me as if we had just met yesterday. Is that not correct?
Sorry about that, Ren. So, what are you doing in Crossbell City? Are you all by yourself? Did you get lost or something? Sollten wir sie jetzt nicht zu Mr. und Mrs. Hayworth eigentlich bringen? Ich meine, ich glaube, da würden sie sich noch mehr drüber freuen.
Of course not, silly. As if I could get lost. I like to visit the antique shop here from time to time.
Oh, really? So viel zu, das ist kein Ort, den Kinder freiwillig betreten. Isn't it dangerous for a child to wander around this part of town?
Oh, you're so silly. What could possibly be dangerous? The Mr. and Miss by the club are very kind to me. Even those men wearing sunglasses in the alley are super amusing.
You're joking, right?
More importantly, I came to enjoy the festivities today. I quite enjoyed that lovely parade. Were you able to watch it?
Hat sie Colin eventuell entführt, weil er jetzt halt ihre Familie hat? Afraid not. I had to skip out on it. I was busy taking care of a job. I'm worried about leaving her alone. She's confident, but she's still a young girl. I'd take her back to the studio if I wasn't in the middle of the investigation.
Huh? By the way, Detective, what are you doing all alone? Are you planning another game of hide and seek with someone?
No, not quite. I'm looking for a missing child, actually. He supposedly disappeared during the parade and has yet to return home.
Oh, I see. Do you have a photo? I might know him.
Ja, den kennst du, aber das Foto wird dir nicht gefallen. That's a good idea. Mind giving it a look then? Lloyd showed Colin's picture to Ren.
Oh.
Den kennst du, wa? What's wrong? Do you know him? Ja, den hat sie schon mal gesehen. Sie hat in Trails in the Sky 3 hat sie ja schon mal ihre Familie wieder gesehen.
No. Ren has never known this child.
I see.
However, he's quite a cute boy, isn't he? You said you're looking for him, detective?
Yeah, my team split up to cover more ground. I'd like to get him back to his parents ASAP, but we haven't had much luck yet.
If that's the case, then I'll grant you a bit of my expertise.
Expertise?
I told you before, did I not? I'm quite skilled at hide and seek. I'm sure it won't be much effort to locate the sneaky little boy.
Yeah, but... Well, I was anxious about leaving her alone. I guess she can accompany me for now. If anything happens, I can always have a wait for me at the SSS Annex. Alright, I'll be counting on you, Ren. You can assist me in my investigation for a little bit, okay?
Why, thank you. It's a pleasure to work with you, Lloyd.
Yeah, likewise. Was wäre jetzt, wenn wir mit ihr zusammen ihre Eltern treffen? Hello? Lloyd, it's Ellie. I just finished my search of the administrative district. Ich hab's ausgesprochen. Oh mein Gott, ich hab das Wort gesprochen. Ich glaube, es war nicht falsch. I couldn't find Colin, but I found someone who might have. He says he saw a similar looking boy following the parade from the rear, unaccompanied. Really? That's a solid lead. If you don't mind, can I leave the Harbor District's investigation to you, Ellie? Of course, I'll keep you posted.
The parade's rear? He must have been following that float then.
Wait, you know something? Which float are you talking about?
The one that had that silly little masked Mishi riding on top. Its design was quite amusing.
Well, that would definitely be the kind of thing to catch a kid's attention. So should I ditch questioning the food stalls and go straight for kids and receptionists? Ich würde trotzdem mal nachfragen. Oh, aren't you this policeman that helped me out earlier? Thanks, you... Thanks to you, I dodged a bullet. It was a little dangerous, yeah. Here, take this. You can call it a token of my appreciation. Dankeschön, aber eigentlich will ich noch was anderes fragen. Police officers have to do their best while working, same as me. So. Low-calorie food is a fad. And honestly, if you really like your sweets, you're going to end up eating them anyway. Okay, also sollen wir jetzt wirklich nur noch Kinder und Rezeptionisten befragen. Gehen wir erstmal hier rein. Hi. Talk. I might have some luck finding out about Colin from him. I just called in picture and asked if he knew anything about his disappearance. Oh, poor kid got lost. That's terrible. I unfortunately don't have any clues for you, and I don't think he showed up in this restaurant. I see. Thanks for your cooperation. Wie Ren jetzt auch immer hinter uns herläuft. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, aber es kann sein, entweder Ren hat nichts damit zu tun, dass der verschwunden ist. Und sie ist genauso sie war überrascht, dieses Foto zu sehen, weil sie den Jungen halt schon kennt. Oder ich war hier im Times, okay. Entweder das oder sie hat tatsächlich damit zu tun. There sure are a lot of people. Let's check out this place for a little while, okay?
Fine with me. Besides, I think asking the reception ladies and the kids around here will prove sufficient.
My thoughts exactly. Ren, you have a good head on your shoulders, you know that?
It's one of my best assets.
Das wird Kyoda doch besonders gut gefallen, dass wir hier jetzt mit Ren durch die Gegend laufen. Welcome! Oh my, the customers just keep on coming today. Okay, mehr sagt ihn nicht. Information. Oh, these people might know something about Colin. Und? A missing kid?
Oh dear, this boy has gotten lost? That's terrible to hear. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have any leads for you. Pearl, have you seen this boy before?
No, I don't recall seeing him either. There were quite a few kids when the parade passed by though, but they were all with their parents.
I'm terribly sorry, but odds are the child didn't come into the department store.
I see. Thank you for your cooperation. Aber vielleicht ist ja irgendjemand hier, der Colin gesehen hat. Ein Kind zum Beispiel. It's possible that this kid might know something about Colin. Und?
I've never seen him before, no clue who he is.
I see, thanks, I appreciate the help. Von wegen, die sind alle mit ihren Eltern da. Der stand da auch ziemlich alleine rum gerade. Nee. Okay, sonst ist hier keiner mehr. Hier unten ist auch kein Kind. Nee, dann wieder raus. Müssen wir hier nochmal nach Kindern gucken. Bei Jenton vielleicht. Jenton Orbal Store. Oh, you guys are Wendy's friends, aren't you? We've started a brand new service to replace your Orbman covers. We've got all the new trendy designs in stock. Please check them out. Eigentlich möchte ich nur reden gerade. The parade was phenomenal. I took so many photos of it. Using one of the display cameras. I'll have to go stealthily develop the film later. Wendy, hast du was gesehen? Wendy, do you have a minute? Could you tell me if you've seen this kid before?
What now? He's around 5 years old, you say? He's a bit younger than Pansy, then. I'm sorry, Lloyd. I wasn't able to catch the parade, so I haven't seen this kid.
So you don't think he entered Jenton at any point?
Yeah, I can say with full confidence that he hasn't entered the store. I like to keep track of how many times the oval door over there opens.
I see. Why doesn't that surprise me at all? Thanks for the help, Wendy. Ist hier noch ein Kind? Und können wir in die anderen Districts nochmal zurück, um da die Kinder zu befragen? Dürfen wir? Hier ist doch die Back Alley, oder? Nein. Ach, da ist Alley. Warte mal, hier ist die Back Alley. Wir dürfen zurück in die Back Alley. Dürfen wir auch hierhin zurück? Ja, dann fragen wir doch hier einfach mal gerade dieses Kind. Pansy. You really saved our hides with those Ferric. Ja gut, das war... Ne, Pansy meinte ich eigentlich die andere. Die hier.
Oh yeah, I wanted some ice cream.
Okay, gut, dann hat sich das erledigt. Es geht nur um den Central Square gerade mit Rezeptionisten und Kindern. So. Steht hier noch irgendwo ein Kind? Du bist ein Kind, oder? If she wasn't at the parade, she might have noticed something. Lloyd showed Colin's picture, genau.
Have I seen that boy? Actually, I think I might have saw him following the parade.
Seriously?
Yep, he was at the very end trying to keep up with the rest of the floats. Pretty sure he's the same boy in your photo, Lloyd.
Gotcha. That lines up with what Ellie told me too. Thanks, Mimi. You were a lot of help. Okay. In den Waffenladen ist es bestimmt nicht gegangen. Aber habe ich jetzt mit allen... Da ist noch ein Kind, oder? Hier ist noch ein kleiner Junge, genau. Ist das Ryu? Might as well ask Ryu about Colin since I'm here. Ryu, got a moment? We're looking for this little kid.
Huh? This kid is lost. Let me think. I definitely feel like I've seen him before, but then again...
How exceedingly vague.
You're a boy, are you not? You should act like one. Ouch. Harsh much? Well, I think I might have seen him for a sec. I was kind of focused on the parade, so I wasn't looking at the other kids.
I can't blame you there. Thanks anyway, Ryu. You were big help. Ich sehe, im Restaurant sind da noch Kinder gewesen, mit denen wir reden müssten. Oben vielleicht. Oben ist wie immer leer. Da sitzt eine einzelne Person. Das Restaurant scheint ja echt gut zu laufen hier. So, Time Store waren wir schon. Bei Genten. War da noch ein Kind drin oben im Obergeschoss? Habe ich jetzt gar nicht mehr in Erinnerung. Hatte ich das schon nachgeguckt? Ich glaube ja, ne? Ja, hier ist niemand. Hier sind keine Kinder. Ja. In welchen District soll die noch gehen? In die West Street, ne? No, we still haven't questioned enough people yet. Dann muss ich wahrscheinlich hier in dem großen... Ist er denn das kleine Mädchen? Ne. Hold on, weren't you singing the hamburger's praise a little while ago? I think ice cream is better, though. Okay. Mit dir vielleicht nochmal reden? If those two didn't even see him, that probably means the child probably hasn't come by the department store. I'm sorry for not being any more help. Ha. War hier sonst wirklich kein anderes Kind mehr? Nicht wirklich, wa? Ich sehe hier zumindest kein anderes Kind mehr. Ich habe doch mit allen dann geredet. Talk. Nein, Fashion Forward will ich gar nicht wissen. Mit dem habe ich schon geredet. Ich weiß doch, dass er nicht hier im Store war. Times Department Store Genten, da war ich gerade eben erst drin. Mit ihr habe ich gerade eben geredet. Mit Ryu habe ich geredet. Im SSS-Gebäude? Oder soll ich tatsächlich hier reingehen und hier sind Kinder im Waffenladen oder so? Talk. Oh, maybe this guy knows something about Colin. Warum sollte der in den Waffenladen gehen? Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if he knew... Oh, deciding to use a photo for your investigation now, eh? Look at you, acting all police-like. Thanks. So, do you have any clues? He's the child of an acquaintance of ours. I didn't actually get to see the parade. Unless he came into the store, I wouldn't have seen him. However, if he stuck to the parade, then shouldn't he be on East Street? According to the parade itinerary, it should have gone over there. I see, according to Randy's report, East Street was a bust. Well then, what do we do now? Let's continue with the investigation as planned. Passing judgment without all of the information is never a good call. Alright, I think this should cover it for the Central Square. Na endlich. I see you're quite the cautious one. I knew you'd be interesting. Rentsch läuft mit uns rum und beobachtet uns die ganze Zeit. Einfach nur aus Interesse. Let's ask around Station Street for now. Ach so, okay. Station Street ist ja jetzt nicht so groß. Kriegen wir jetzt einen Anruf von Tio? Lloyd speaking? It's Tio. Zeit and I have been following Colin's scent. However, given the abundance of people here, we have not discovered a definite trail. I was afraid of that. The trails we have do not go past the south exit nor inside the train station. At least that is what Zeit concluded after investigating those locations. Got it. Could you check the other exits to see if he may have left through those? Affirmative. We will proceed with our investigation heading counterclockwise, making our way towards the east exit. Thanks, you two. So she chose to tag along with the big bad wolf then? Still turning him into a police dog? You guys come up with some interesting ideas. Well, we didn't have much of a choice. He walked right into the annex, and that was that. Woher weiß sie das denn? But wait a minute, how do you know so much about us, Ren? Ja, weil sie das alles gesehen hat. Who's to say? Vielleicht ist er in den Geofront gegangen. The door is locked, there's no reason to open it right now. Crossbell's very own den of monsters, the Geofront. You can't go inside without a key from City Hall, so you can scratch it off your list. Good point. Wir mussten bis jetzt nie einen Schlüssel dafür abholen, wenn wir da reingegangen sind. Hold on, how could you possibly know that? Sure, someone could have told you about the monsters, but the thing about City Hall?
I fail to understand your confusion. I'm no stranger to Crossbell, after all. It's just another one of my playgrounds, so I know every nook and cranny.
Another playground? She can't be Kitty, doch.
Shall we continue, Detective? We still have to return that poor child to his kind Papa and Mama, right?
Ren, are you... Yeah, you're right. Let's keep searching. Colin's safety should be our top priority. Also, hat Lloyd auch mittlerweile den Verdacht, dass Ren Kitty ist. Vor allem, weil es ja auch aus dem Rosenberg-Studio kam. So, hier ist ein Kind. It's possible this kid might know something about Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if she knew anything about his disappearance.
No, I don't think I've seen him before. I was here all day, so I would have remembered someone like him.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Is it that for this area? Yeah, Zeit already combed through here and couldn't find anything. For now, we should head back to the Central Square and start investigating West Street. Dann machen wir das doch. Ruft Randy jetzt an, dass er den Downtown District auch durch hat. Hello?
Yo, it's Randy. I'm checking out the Downtown District as we speak. It sounds like our kid Colin was hanging around here after all.
Seriously?
While he was watching the parade, the Downtown District scams invited him to play for a bit. They said he suddenly left to go back to East Street.
That's another confirmed sighting. It's obvious that Colin's filled with curiosity, or maybe it's bravery.
Tell me about it.
Vielleicht auch Blödheit. It's Tio. I apologize for the interruption. Tio?
The hell? Enigmas have group calling?
They do indeed. I'm currently at the east exit, but Zeit cannot find any trace of his scent. Now I'm passing through the Harbor District, heading up toward the north exit. Warum wissen die das alle immer nicht, was ihre Enigmas können? Warum hat Tio denen das nicht gesagt? Good call, Tio.
Should I try going around East Street one more time, just in case?
Yeah, he probably passed through there at some point. Another lap won't hurt.
Leave it to me, boss man.
Bossman ist der coolste Superheld überhaupt.
Our elusive boy is quite adept at playing tag, isn't he? After all, he followed the parade from the administrative district, entertainment district, back alley, Central Square, East Street, and then Downtown Street. Then we know he turned to East Street, heading to the Harbor District. That appears to be his route, yes?
Well, yeah, you took the words right off my mouth, Ren. For the time being, I'll leave those areas to the rest of the team, since they are closer. Next, I'd like to check out West Street. You okay with that?
I don't see why I wouldn't be. Eliminating leads is always worthwhile.
Ja dann, auf zur West Street. Rommel Street. Hier unten ist keiner? Okay. Kinder müssen wir befragen. Kinder und Rezeptionisten. Bellheim. Warum sollte jemand bei Bellheim reingehen? So, weißt du was? Good to see you, Lloyd. Who's the lovely little lady? What are you two doing? We're trying to find a missing person. Have you seen the child in this photo? Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked if he knew anything about his disappearance. Hey, isn't that Colin? Wait, you know him? Yeah, he lives down on Residential Street, I think. His family comes by here and to buy bread every once in a while. Come to think of it, I haven't seen them today. Actually, I didn't see them around here during the parade either. Thought so. Alright, thanks for the information. You've been a huge help. Sind unsere Auftraggeber gerade überhaupt der echte Harold Hayworth und seine Frau? Oder sind das diese Puppen, die Ren schon mal benutzt hat? Und sie spielt nur mit uns. So, hast du was gesehen? She might know something She might know something about Colin. Lloyd showed Colin's picture and asked about the disappearance. Huh? I think I've seen this kid around before. Definitely hasn't been recently though. He'd stand out if he were by himself. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. Dann hat der was gesehen. Wow, they really pulled out all the stops for this year's parade. Dann gehen wir mal in Villa Raisins rein. Hat irgendjemand hier was gesehen? Wir können ja Ilya einfach mal besuchen, wa? Ach, ist abgeschlossen. Hast du was gesehen? They've been incorporating all cars into recent parades. The world is becoming advanced. Ha. Habt ihr was gesehen? It was truly a sight to behold. I've got nothing but praise for this year's parade. Ha. Du vielleicht? Happy Anniversary! Pon set up an orbital camera. So ins Gesicht direkt. How are you guys doing? You all having fun? Nee. Uns geht's doch gerade nicht um Spaß.
Oh, who cares about that? I just have a few bites, then leave. And don't forget you need to go buy groceries on the way back.
Okay, die beiden Alten hier, die streiten sich auch einfach nur. Hier sollen wir doch nochmal ins Bellheim gehen? Ich weiß, hier wohnt ein Kind. Die aber gerade nicht hier ist. Hallo? Vielleicht hier noch die beiden. I'm sure Uncle Miles saw the parade. We should try asking him for details. Hey Uncle, do you have a second? There's something I need to ask. Lloyd showed us picture, genau. Is this the child you were talking about? It looks exactly like him. I'm pretty sure I've met this kid before. Seriously? Yep, he bumped into me while I was walking around East Street. I believe he ran up north from there. He ran north from East Street. That means he's in the Harbor District. Yeah, sounds likely. Thanks a lot, Uncle. You've been incredibly helpful. Und sie? Oh, Lloyd, you said you were looking for a missing child. Thinking back on it, your uncle did meet a little boy. He was standing out there all alone, so he was worried that he'd been separated from his parents. Sonst war hier aber niemand, ne? Die beiden?
Go check the baker over there. Offering free samples. I'm considering trying some more.
Okay. Habt ihr was gesehen? It truly feels like a festival when I'm able to converse with foreigners in such a casual manner. I'd love it if you all came to visit Crossbell again next year. Wow, that parade lived up to its hype. Ich dachte, das wäre eine Bedienung. Boy, am I glad I came. Easily one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. General Store. Hast du den gesehen? Yeah, this person might know something about Colin. Why showed Colin a picture? Genau. A child's gone missing? That's horrible. I barely managed to catch the parade. I only watched it from afar, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I see, thank you anyway. Grimwood? Weiß der Herr Grimwood vielleicht noch was? Mr. Grimwood.
Hello there, Lloyd. Working alone today?
Well, only temporarily. Might as well ask him about Colin too.
Our old son has gone missing. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Right before the parade started, a client ran in here looking for some business advice. This surprise appointment lasted the entirety of the parade, I'm afraid.
That's unlucky, sir, but as always, thank you for your help.
You know, I imagine Mrs. Hayworth is beside herself with worry. Lloyd, you must find this boy.
Yes, sir. Does he know something about this that we don't? That should about cover West Street. I wonder how the search is going on everyone else's end. Tja, sie hat den Namen Hayworth jetzt gehört.
Ich meine, ist das ja auch ihr Name, wa? Yes, Lloyd speaking.
It's Ellie. I heard something unsettling about that I thought I should report to you. Tio's with me now, by the way.
Hello, Lloyd. Oh, you guys met up? Okay, Ellie, what do you want to report?
It's about Colin. Apparently, he was sighted standing at the pier, gazing at all the boats. Witnesses don't know where he went after that, though. Vielleicht ist nach Michelin rübergefahren.
I asked Sight to search for his scent in the surrounding area, but upon climbing the stairs exiting the pier, Colin's scent suddenly vanished. His scent disappeared.
Yes, at the southeastern end of the harbor district. What could this mean?
Could it be... Vielleicht ist er in ein Auto gestiegen. Ja, wenn er vor der Treppe verschwunden ist. Ja. An airtight space where a person's scent would easily escape. It's entirely possible that he entered an automobile.
Oh, that makes sense.
I see. Your logic is sound.
I agree, Lloyd. With that in mind, the question now becomes, which vehicle did he enter?
By the way, Lloyd, are you with someone?
I believe I heard the voice of a young girl with you. It's a long and complicated story. Anyway, why don't we meet up and sift through the details?
Hey, detective. I'm going to borrow your terminal for a bit.
You're going to do what? Hold on a second. Ellie, Tio, do me a favor. Contact Randy and head back to the base ASAP. I'll explain everything once you're there.
Okay, understood.
I'm confused at the situation you're in, but Roger, I suppose. Ja, Kitty ist gerade in eurer Basis. Und hackt da alles. Hold on. Are you searching for information on that vehicle through the Orbital network?
Correct. I'm attempting to locate anything on vehicles parked at the southeast part of Harbor District in the past hour. Of course, I'm searching every Orbital database accessible from within Crossbell City. Oh, perhaps I should hack the IBC's terminal and the Geofront one that Freckles is so very fond of.
Freckles is Jonah, wa? You can do that. Ren, just who are you? I'm starting to think that you definitely aren't the dollmaker's granddaughter, is that right?
Oh, Grant is just an accomplice of mine. He's a friend who repairs my dear Paramara for me. And since I distrust the professor, I had to be discreet about asking for the fixes.
Welchen Professor meint er jetzt? A professor? Who are you talking about? Der ist doch tot. Oder weiß sie das gar nicht, dass der schon tot ist? Oder welchen Professor meint sie? Gibt's noch einen weiteren Professor, der jetzt nicht Weißmann ist? And what the heck is a Paramara?
Don't think too hard. You don't need to know. After all, I've just come to observe Crossbell. Under the persona of Kitty, of course.
I knew it.
You know, playing a little game of tag was quite a fun time. Freckles is formidable behind the terminal, but that friend of yours knows her stuff too. Though, I have a sneaking suspicion that an underhanded trick was played. Why, is that not the rudest thing?
You even figured that out?
We're here, Lloyd. We came back as soon as you told us, but... Oh?
This girl again?
Ain't she that dollmaker's grandkid?
Yeah, well, we thought so. Trust me, there's a long explanation behind all of this. But that will have to wait. Here's this Kitty. Tio.
Found it. It looks like a Rhines Transport delivery truck was parked there 30 minutes ago, and it was heading to Belgard Gate. Now for the truck's number, here it is. Try contacting the driver with this number.
Warum hilft sie uns jetzt so dabei? Möchte sie eventuell doch sich mit ihrer Familie versöhnen oder so und möchte jetzt helfen dabei, dass
quasi ihrem Bruder nichts passiert?
I'm all but certain that this will lead us to our missing boy.
Awesome, thanks, Ren. Could you explain what's happening now?
Yeah, man, I'm having a hard time following this.
Oh, of course. You must be Kitty. Kitty? That's impossible!
Yeah, you're telling me that this kid was the one who's been giving us a hard time?
I really appreciate you guys playing with me yesterday. It was oh so fun. However, wouldn't an unnecessary explanation be more appropriate after you find the boy?
She makes a valid point. Alright then. I'll give their number a call and see if they pick up. Lloyd called the phone number he received. Rhymes Transport, how can I help you? Oh, hello there. Sorry to bother you, but I'm with the CPD Special Support Section. Oh, thank Idios! I was minutes away from calling the Bracer Guild or the police. But I didn't have either of their numbers memorized, so I just called Father and... Please, sir, take a deep breath. Den ist ein Fahrzeug gestohlen worden? You sound like you're in a panic. Has something happened? Well, you see, that little kid ran off somewhere. I have no clue where, though. Little kid, quick, where are you? I'm currently parked in the middle of West Crossbell Highway. I went to check my load after hearing some sounds, and I found that kid in the back. He must have snuck in somehow. I knew that taking him to Belgrade Gate would be a mess, so I just panicked and called the company. But while I was on the call, he must have went and wandered away from the truck. Na toll. Lloyd, what's the matter? Well, we've got a bit of an issue. Lloyd briefly explained the situation to the others. What? Unbelievable.
This is bad news, guys.
Agreed. Let's hurry and locate the driver. Listen, we're heading your way ASAP. Don't move a muscle, okay? Keep your truck exactly where it's parked. There's always a chance he comes back. Right. Just hurry, okay? This is stressing me out. Everyone, we're heading to the west exit. And Ren, you can...
I'm taking you along with you, of course. I promise that I won't slow you down.
Is that a good idea? She's just a little girl. I think it would be safe if you waited here for us to return.
Did you forget already? I was the one who discovered the boy's whereabouts. Thus, I have an obligation to see how this unfolds. No matter what fate he has in store for him.
That sounds ominous.
I don't know what your real deal is, kid, but I guess it's true that you're invested in this mission. Time's a wastin', Lloyd. Come on, let's let the kid tag along.
You're right. Ren, I know you aren't an ordinary girl, but that doesn't mean you can't do anything crazy. I need you to let us handle whatever happens. Can you do that for me?
Fine. In return, please stop treating me like an inept child who can do nothing but play and cry. Your concern has become quite embarrassing.
I guess that's fair. Haben wir sie jetzt als Support-Member dabei? Alright everyone, to the west exit. Our plan is to get to West Crossbell Highway and commence a search for Colin right away. Right! Mission accepted. Nein, sie läuft einfach nur hinterher. Schade. Ich hätte sie gern jetzt als Support-Member dabei gehabt. West Exit, okay. Nein. Wieso funktioniert das nicht? Ich kann nicht auf die Schnellreise zugreifen. Also muss ich da zu Fuß hin. Okay. Wenn das so ist. Can you do me a favor and scan the surrounding area, Tio? Roger. Und? I was unable to detect him within close proximity of Crossbell City. However, I am detecting a slight reaction from a transportation truck approximately 60 miles away from us.
Just means we gotta go flag down this truck, yeah?
A noble staff? Very interesting. I recall the other professor having a weapon similar to yours.
Meinst du, jetzt weiß man? The Epstein Foundation's gone and created quite the amusing trinket, haven't they? Other professor, who are these people you keep talking about? And you claim he's already created an orbital staff? The Epstein Foundation is heralding it as the quintessence of modern technology. You couldn't be... Whatever could you mean? Dass sie zu Ouroboros gehört? Regardless of who made that stuff first, we should find that silly little boy. Before tragedy befalls his adorable face. Yeah, you're right. Let's continue the search then. Retten wir mal das adorable little face. Ja gut. Wir sehen uns dann bei dem Truck. Okay, da scheint er zu sein. Oh. Man, where are you guys? That kid's gonna be in some real trouble if you don't hurry up. Hey, Rhymes Transport, right? You came! Oh, what a relief. You guys sure move quickly. Not true. We kept you waiting a bit. Hey, mister. Have you heard of any ear-shattering screams since the boy disappeared? Or maybe the sound of a moderately heavy bag of flesh falling off the cliffs and violently hitting the ground? What are you saying, little lady? Of course I haven't heard anything even remotely close to what you're asking. The good news is, our sneaky child is likely still alive and well. Shall we be off then, mister? Yeah. Impressive, little lady. Her assessment was completely accurate. It's almost impossible to believe she's just a child. Her being Kitty makes perfect sense now. Ja, sie ist halt auch überaus intelligent. Dann suchen wir mal nach dem Kind. Das muss ja irgendwo hier sein. Guck mal, hier scheint was zu sein. Hey, come back! Did you hear that? Which way did it come from? South. Yeah, sounded like it was coming from the direction of the police academy. Alright, let's hurry and check it out. So he's safe then. Police Academy. Wahrscheinlich gibt's da auch ein Old School Haus. ich prophezeie es. There he is. Der hat einen Schmetterling verfolgt. Wait, don't go. Warum läuft jetzt ein Schmetterling hinterher? Hör auf damit. He was chasing a butterfly this entire time? Sure is an adventurer, ain't he? Well, we should probably put an end to this particular adventure, wouldn't you say? Ideas, no! Monsters sighted. Müssen wir das jetzt besiegen oder macht Ren das? Das sind Wölfe? Hä? This is bad. No time to think, just go! We have to keep them away from Colin. No, stay away from him! Tatsächlich macht Ren das jetzt. Ren? What is she doing? Sie macht die jetzt alle alleine fertig. Wah, Mama! Scheinbar hat sie wohl doch einen Beschützerinstinkt jetzt. I said stay away from him! Everyone, please! Leave it to us, Ren. Time to clean house! Aber jetzt haben sie ihr wahres Gesicht gesehen, jedenfalls. Und das jetzt ganz normale Gegner. Crash Bomb! Einer wurde nicht getroffen, aber dann greifen wir den halt zuerst an. Okay. Gut, die kriegen auch nicht sonderlich viel Schaden. Erstmal weiter auf den. So. Vielleicht sollte ich mit magischen Angriffen angreifen. Craft. Du machst mal hier Holy Bullet gerade. Kannst du auch alle treffen? Ne, dich selbst dann nicht. Wichtig ist gerade eigentlich Lloyd. Dann machst du Art. Diamond Dust, hier so auf einen von den dreien. Art. Gorgon Breath, auch auf einen von den dreien. Du machst Craft. Salamander, kannst du damit mehr als... du triffst halt die beiden. Ach, guck mal, die können brennen. Und guck mal, die können die Attacken, die auch Zeit kann. Und warum treffen die so viel, obwohl die blind sind? Das finde ich ein bisschen gemein. Aber die können scheinbar sogar versteinern, also... Du machst nochmal Art Gorgon Breath. Das ging eigentlich ziemlich gut. Craft. Guck mal, die brennen beide nicht. Du kannst so aber 3 treffen. Ja komm, mach das mal. So. Greif den nochmal an, der müsste ja kaputt sein dann, oder? Ne, Moment. Stein macht hier nicht mehr, dass die sofort kaputt sind dann mit einem Angriff? Ach du Scheiße. Ach so, okay, die kriegen keinen Team-Rush-Angriff. Du nimmst mal gerade einen Celestial Bombs. Art. Du nimmst ein Item und heilst Tio gerade. So. So, dann kannst du Craft Energy Circle machen. Nee, bringt so nix. Art, du kannst Holy Breath. Mach das mal so, dass alle getroffen werden. Craft. Salamander auf den. Vielleicht brennt er dann auch mal. Gut. Alle sind wieder am Leben und wohlauf. Heatwave. Attacke, der ist schon mal weg. Attacke. Cool, der hatte gerade einen Rush. Das ist voll dämlich, da der eine versteinerte Gegner, der kommt ja zu nichts. Der verschwendet die ganze Zeit immer nur Züge. Und der ist auch gleich kaputt. Lange dauert es jedenfalls nicht mehr. Danke. Gut, dann kloppen wir jetzt weiterhin einfach auf einen Stein ein, der nichts macht. Was für eine Spannung. Aber immerhin Level-Ups. Phew. That could have turned out real bad. You're right, but wait, what about Ren and Colin? It's okay. Everything will be alright now. These nice people took care of all those big scary monsters for you. You can relax now, okay? Please don't cry. Wait, why are you... But... I just wanted... Why are you crying? I already said nothing is going to hurt you anymore. You're... I never meant to save you. You did the right thing, Ren. Ren, are you... Moronic! How utterly, completely moronic! I just wanted to observe him. I never wanted to get involved, and yet... Why? Why did I do it? Ren! I can't pretend to know or understand your circumstances, Ren. But I think it's clear that you acted to save someone you care about, with your own 2 hands. And if you don't believe me, look no further than the boy crying in your arms. You pulled most of the weight here. You were basically your backup. We were basically your backup. But still, I'm glad we were here. It was an honor to help you, Ren. To help you protect what's important to you.
What's important? I don't... Wah!
Sie hat ihr Brüderchen also lieb, auch wenn sie es überhaupt nicht kennt. In Lloyds Bett schläft er jetzt also. Did he doze off already?
He sure is cute when he sleeps. A pure innocent child who doesn't know sin. He's grown so much.
Ren, you should know I just contacted his parents. They dropped whatever they were doing and are on their way now.
Is that so?
You saved his life, Ren. You, not us. I think it's only right that we introduce you to them. Ich glaube, das wäre nicht so gut.
Thank you, but there is no need. My name, my mere existence, I would rather not you not tell them. It's unnecessary after all.
Do you think that? Do you really think that? Naja, weil das ihre eigenen Eltern sind, ne? Listen, Ren. It's obvious that you're something special. Girls your age aren't supposed to be able to do what you do. Your skill with that scythe, your hacking as Kitty, your logic and analytical skills were the key to finding Colin. Honestly, it's hard to believe that someone as brilliant as you even exists in the first place. I don't think it would be an exaggeration to call what you possess true genius.
Looks like you can put that brain of yours to good use. Yes, that's the essence of who I am. I can process information and immediately make the appropriate adjustments to nearly any situation I'm placed in. My combat, hacking, doctoral dissertations, archaism, dog control, and not to mention tea etiquette, all of it is made possible by my true essence.
Doktordissertation, das heißt, dass sie mindestens 2 Doktortitel hat. Wenn sie Doktorarbeiten geschrieben hat. Da steht der Plural. Doctoral dissertations? Never mind. What I mean to say, Ren, is that you are painfully aware of what it takes to make your dreams a reality. How could you not be with how smart you are?
I'm inclined to agree with you there. Despite how impossible something may seem, I know what is necessary to make it happen.
Aber sie hat halt schon viel Scheiße in ihrem Leben erlebt, ne?
No, that's not quite right. To be more accurate, I know how to manipulate the world into giving me whatever I want. That's my true power.
So, that's how you see it. Then, what do you actually wish for? From the bottom of your heart, what do you want most?
What do I want?
You said it. You're the world's very own princess. One who can be granted whatever she desires. But I don't buy that. To me, you look like a lost kitten confused about where she is and where she should go. Actually, I take that back. Maybe you actually do know where you should go. Perhaps you think there are too many obstacles standing in your way. You don't think that you can make it there. I'm right, aren't I? That's just what my intuition is telling me, so I apologize if I'm out of line or off base. But remember, we're the special support section. If we find someone in need, we want to help them to the best of our ability. That includes you, Ren. Even if we can't walk you all the way home, we can at least give you the first boost you need to overcome those obstacles. We have some experience in it ourselves.
I wasn't expecting your ability to conjure up delusions to be as equally impressive as your reasoning skills. How could someone like you possibly understand someone like me?
I can't, and I'm not pretending to. But maybe others can. People that you want nothing more than to trust and rely on. After all, you aren't just facing one lone barrier, right? Where's the harm in leaning on us just a little bit as you begin your climb?
You have no clue.
Lloyd, the Hayworths just arrived. I'm sending them in, okay? Wait a second, Ellie. Hey, if you want, you can hide in that closet, alright? Okay. Alright, Ellie, you can send them in now. Right? My boy. Colin! Adios, thank you. Oh, thank you. Where's Ren? Well, one thing led to another and she's hiding in the closet over there. She's what? Why would she do that? Weil das ihre Eltern sind und die denken, sie ist tot.
Feels like we're missing something.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. For as long as I may live, I will never forget what you have done for us today. Harold deeply bowed his head in appreciation. Please, you don't have to thank us. Right, we were just doing our jobs. No, you don't understand the gravity of this. If you hadn't found him, Colin would be... We could have... Truly, thank you. It's all right, honey. Everything is fine now. Why are they... Colin?
Huh? Why are Mama and Papa here?
Oh, Colin! Thank the goddess. He's okay. Don't you know how much you made Mama and Papa worry?
What do you mean? Oh, I had so much fun today. First, I followed the Mishi car all over the city, and I made tons of new friends. When we were playing hide and seek, I thought I would hide in this big truck, but then the lights went out and it started to move. When I finally got out, I saw this yellow butterfly and started to chase it. It was so pretty. And then... wait, where's the purple girl?
Purple girl?
Yeah, you should have seen her. She was so strong. She was nice and smelled nice, and she had purple hair just like Papa's.
What? Excuse me, everyone, just who is this girl that he's talking about? Well, there was a girl who offered to help us search for Colin. She might have been a tourist, but we can't be sure. She didn't tell us much about herself. I see, thank you. So that's what happened.
I wish that I could see her again, so we could play together one last time.
Jetzt ist wieder eingeschlafen. Colin! It looks like he went right back to sleep. He's welcome to rest here as long as he needs, Mr. Hayworth. We don't mind, honestly. Ja, Lloyd muss ja nicht schlafen, ne? Die schlafen ja eh immer zusammen alle in einem Bett. Ne? Muss ja nicht unbedingt Lloyd sein. You've already done so much for us. A girl with the same hair as me, though? Perhaps this was the protection of the goddess and that child. It must be. Excuse me, but do you know something that we don't? Well, you see... It's okay, dear, you can tell them. They've done so much for us, it's only fair that we share our story. You're right. Jetzt erfahren wir das über Ren, ne? The truth is, we once had a daughter. But that was more than 7 years ago. You had a daughter? Does that mean... Yes, we lost her in a terrible accident. No, accident is too forgiving a word. Our daughter, we may as well have killed her ourselves. What?
What are you saying?
Die wissen ja nicht, was in diesem Haus da abgegangen ist. Die wissen nur, dass es niedergebrannt ist. 8 years ago. Und dachten, dass sie da getötet wurde. I had just started my trading business. I was struggling to survive in Crossbell's growing cutthroat market. As a result, I took a risk in investing in a company from the Calvert Republic. I racked up a very large debt in the process.
So we lived on the run with our little girl. We ran and ran and ran, but the debt collectors always caught up. No place was safe for us. It was only a matter of time before the mafia decided to settle things once and for all, fearing that we entrusted our daughter to an old friend. Und dieser old friend hat dann Schindluder damit getrieben. This friend lived in the Republic and he was someone I trusted dearly. My intention was to repay my debts and, after wiping my slate clean, return for our daughter. Luckily, with sound advice from a reliable lawyer, we were able to crawl out of debt. I rebuilt my livelihood by using every connection at my disposal and working relentlessly. Somehow, some way, I managed to repay the entire sum in just 1 year. It meant I could finally see my daughter again. We could go back to being a family again, or at least that's what I thought, when we returned to my friend's estate. Ja, da war's alles. It was gone, burned down in a fire. Das waren ja Joshua und Löwe damals, ne? At that time, there was a rampant string of organized arson and burglary cases in the Republic. My friend's home was one such victim. Because it was in a rural area, the authorities were unaware and hadn't responded. And our daughter, who we'd entrusted to him for that year, was... We searched and searched as frantically as we could, but the bodies we found were beyond recognition. The autopsies later revealed that the fire was so intense that anyone inside the home at the time would have undoubtedly perished. Our daughter, our irreplaceable treasure, was lost forever. All that remained was despair. After sending our only daughter to her death, we no longer knew what we were living for. We even thought about taking our own lives. But then Sophia discovered she was pregnant. She was carrying our second child, Colin, the little brother our baby girl would never know. Ja doch, sie kennt ihn jetzt. Sie hat ihn ja die ganze Zeit beobachtet. Colin became our everything, our new reason for living. I then dedicated myself to honest trade, determined to avoid repeating past mistakes. Once Colin was born, we felt as if we could finally start over. Though in doing that, all we were truly doing was living in denial. And not just the denial of our grief from losing our daughter. We were also in denial of our guilt. The guilt we held for the sin we had committed. That is the burden we carry. Forgive me for subjecting you to all of that. So that is your story. I don't know what to say. Fate can be a real bitch. As our son grew older, it became uncanny how much he resembled our daughter. Okay, sagen die jetzt auch noch, dass es sich dabei um Rennen handelt? That's all it took. A little boy's face brought back those pangs of guilt we tried to bury. We never should have abandoned her. How could we ever let her go like we did? Families are supposed to stay together, no matter how painfully things are. What kind of parent leaves their child behind? We were consumed by that regret. And so we resolved to look at things in a different, more optimistic light. We believed that it was through our daughter and the guidance of the goddess herself that we were blessed to have Colin. Therefore, to honor that blessing, our family must preserve and find peace. That's the only way that we can repay our daughter for watching over us as she has. Im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes. Ich meine, sie ist literally gerade im Schrank direkt neben euch und beobachtet euch und watched over euch. Believe me, we're painfully aware of how selfish it sounds, but it's all we can do. Mr. Hayworth! It's a respectable sentiment. Yeah, sometimes the best way to mourn someone is to move forward with them in your heart, rather than stand still. I thank you for saying so. I hope you're right. That aside, there's something I still don't understand. The girl that helped Colin had violet hair like mine, is that right? Our late daughter had also my violet hair. You don't say. Then... Yes. Yes! Ich dachte gerade Randy sagt das, aber das ist nicht Randy. Yes, it's as if our little girl came down from heaven to protect Colin herself. Would you do me a favor, everyone? If you happen to see her again, could you let us know, please? We'd love to have the honor to meet her and give her our sincerest thanks. Of course. If we do see her again, we'll pass along the message. Du Lügner! Du weißt genau, dass sie gerade da im Schrank steht. Ist sie gleich noch da oder ist sie währenddessen rausgegangen? They left, Ren. It's okay, you can come out now. Ach, sie ist tatsächlich noch drin. Oh! Ren. Hey, are you really okay with this? If you run, I'm sure you'd be able to catch up with them. No, it's fine. It's just that one of my reasons for coming to Crossbell is gone now. So, this is fine. I see. Hold on, Ren, are you absolutely sure? Have you truly thought this all the way through? Are they not your...
Easy there, El. There are some things in this world that can't so easily be fixed. You know it, I know it. This one's way out of our jurisdiction.
I know that, but... I'm inclined to agree. Please, there's no reason to make such a sad face. Thank you, Detective. You are right. There have been obstacles blocking my way home. So, thank you for removing that one. I'm happy we could, Ren. Always glad to be of service. Of course, it would be rude of me to ignore the rest of you. Thank you too, Ellie, Theo and Randy. Also ist Colin ja sogar wirklich ihr leiblicher Bruder und nicht einfach nur adoptiert. I promise that I'll find a way to repay you for all you've done for me. For now, I'll have to excuse myself. Dieser höfliche Knicks, den sie auch immer macht. Oh. Are we really doing the right thing? Shouldn't we chase after her and... I know, it crossed my mind too. But I don't think it's our call to make this time.
What do you mean?
Is that what your intuition is saying? No, it's nothing like that. Excuse me! That voice. I think it came from the first floor. Ist das Fran? Well, I wasn't expecting you two. Estelle und Joshua. Ah, Estelle, Joshua. Tja, ihr habt Ren gerade verpasst. Hey there, guys. Sorry for barging in like this. We didn't even bother to call ahead of time. I know this might be inconvenient, but we have something urgent we need to confirm with you. Could you spare us a few minutes? It shouldn't take too long. Sure, I don't see why not.
What's up?
Is it related to the Schwarze Auktion? No, actually, we had to put that on the back burner for a bit, unfortunately. The thing is, I heard from an eyewitness that Lloyd was walking with a certain someone this afternoon. A certain someone? A young girl with violet hair. One that was probably wearing a frilly white dress. Wait, so you're talking about Ren, right? I knew it. Wait a minute. You two know her? Yeah, it's kind of a long story. We haven't seen her in months, but I suppose it's true. She really is in Crossbell. Estelle, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just so relieved that my legs gave out from under me. Alright, now's not the time to be resting. I'm hunting you down, Missy, and you can't stop me.
Would you look at that? She's one popular kiddo, that's for sure.
Not to mention her rivalry with Jonah. She really knows how to make an impact. Wait a minute. You don't mean to say that Ren is a bracer, do you? I know she's talented, but she's too young to be doing something so dangerous. Well, sie hat schon ganz andere Sachen getan.
No, she's not a bracer. She's someone special to us. For the last 6 months, we've been chasing her everywhere, hoping to catch her and finally, well, become a family. A family? I can't even begin to imagine how all of this started. Oh yeah, it's been a pretty complicated story. Ja, das hat 2 Spiele gedauert, wenn nicht sogar 3. And since coming to Crossbell, we finally had the chance to learn the full version ourselves. Hey now, it's not like you two get so discouraged. Weren't you the one going on about how the Hayworth story was going to be crucial in getting Ren to open up to us? Yes, that's right, it definitely will. The Hayworths? You mean Harold and Sophia Hayworth? What? How do you guys know those names? Ja, die waren auch gerade eben erst hier. I was about to ask you the same. Lloyd, it might help to fill them in on everything that happened today. Oh, Estelle whined. And so you just missed her. The two of you showed up right after she had left. Estelle? I'm fine. It's just... Ah! It's okay, Estelle. Yeah, sorry, Joshua. And you guys for causing such a scene. I just don't know where to begin. Should I tell her that she wasn't abandoned? That she was loved? Ich glaube, das hat sie alles gehört. Das hat sie alles selbst gehört, als sie im Schrank war, oder? Or that she can finally accept the bittersweet truth of facing her? The bittersweet truth? So you knew the Hayworth story too? Yes, and the sorrow, grief and misunderstandings that comprise it. As a result, Ren has been walking a cruel path of self-deception. By trying to replace her parents with Padamada, she abandoned all hope of ever uncovering the truth. But maybe that's understandable. It's not uncommon for kiddos to protect themselves with psychological defenses like that. Yes, however, she cannot move forward by relying on those. And she cannot return to her past either. Right. Joshua ist doch auch so einer mit so einer Past. And that's why we resolved to help Ren and find the courage to face the truth of her past. The truth may be sorrowful, but you can feel the love buried deep within it, the warmth it carries. Because of that, we believed she could overcome it. But in the end, it looks like we don't need to tell her that ourselves. Yeah, it seemed like she came to terms with it on her own. I'm glad. Thank you, Lloyd, Special Support Section. I don't know how we can repay you. Please, don't worry about it. Auf einmal sind es doch Freunde und keine Rivalen. Ren helped us with a case, so it was the least we could do. That's right. Then it's decided. Since our biggest obstacle is gone now, I won't be holding back anymore. You better watch out, Ren. With that out of the way, I'm going to catch you and make you part of the Bright family, for sure. There she is. Well, let her figure out the details for herself. If anyone can rein that girl in, it's Estelle. Indeed, her optimism is blinding. That's one of his strong points, trust me. There's nothing more terrifying than a wild Estelle caught up in the moment. And don't you forget Buster. And don't you forget it, Buster. Guys, leave Ren to us. Lloyd, Ellie, Tio and Randy. I'm not usually one for big formalities or anything, but let me just say thank you. Estelle bowed her head. Estelle, it's fine. He's right, Estelle. Listen, guys, if you ever need a hand with anything, don't hesitate to call us up. It doesn't matter that you're police and we're bracers. It's not a rivalry worth keeping. Hear, hear. If you never need us, you can bet your sweet bippies, was auch immer Bippies sind, will come running. I keep that in mind. If the going gets rough, I know exactly who we're calling first. Afterwards, Lloyd, Stelle, and the others went over to Long Lao Tavern in on East Street and bonded over dinner. The truth and finer points behind the incident that happened in the Liberal Kingdom were discussed, and the SSS learned of the enigmatic organization known as the Society that Ren is affiliated with. All in all, the group shared a variety of stories and secrets well into the night, bringing the 4th day of the Anniversary Festival to a close. Das heißt, jetzt wissen sie von Ouroboros. Okay. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, inwiefern die auch ihre Finger in der schwarzen Auktion haben. Crossbell Anniversary Festival Final Day. Okay, das heißt, wir nähern uns dem Ende des Kapitels scheinbar, ne?
Man, I'm still blown away by yesterday's conversation.
Dem Tag, an dem die schwarze Auktion stattfindet, und wir werden garantiert die auch crashen müssen.
How much those two have gone through, I mean.
I've heard my fair share of stories about what happened in Liberal. I would have never guessed the actual truth behind it. There's also the Society. I've heard speculation that they might even surpass the Epstein Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory in terms of cutting-edge technology. Das trifft sich dann ja gut mit dem, was Ren erzählt hatte von dem Professor, der diesen Stab hatte, ne? I'm still surprised at the extent of their capabilities, however. Yeah, honestly, it still doesn't even seem real to me. According to what Josh has said, the Society's influence hasn't extended to Crossbell that much. Perhaps it's harder for them to act under the eyes of the Empire and the Republic. Intelligence personnel from both countries are probably hiding all over the place, so they wouldn't want to be caught. Well, that definitely doesn't paint a pretty picture.
A mysterious society, intelligence agencies, a massive crime syndicate? You'd be hard-pressed to find a nice picture in all of that, man.
Exactly. Good morning, Rhymes Transport here. Ist das der Billy? Oh right, we met you yesterday. From that shipping company, right? Wir haben ihm gar nicht mehr Bescheid gesagt, dass wir das Kind gefunden haben, ne? Yes, I can't thank you enough. Good thing you ended up finding that kid. I bet his parents were freaking out. You're right about that.
You end up getting chewed out by your boss?
Well, the Guardian Force was a little peeved at the late delivery. Luckily, I wasn't blamed too much by my boss. He told me to inspect the interior of the vehicle after giving me a nice punch. Well, imagine you're lucky to have gotten off with just that. For sure. Oops, that's right, I didn't come here to ponder over yesterday. I got a package to deliver to you. Okay. Huh? Von Ren vielleicht? Is it from headquarters? Well, I was just told that it came as an express delivery first thing in the morning. Here you go. Lloyd received a small package. What is this? It's extremely tiny. Well, my job is done. I still got more deliveries to get to, so I'll head on out now.
Sounds good, thank you.
Please try not to let another lost child slip into your packages again. Hat Ren uns jetzt eine Einladung für die schwarze Auktion zukommen lassen, eventuell?
Trust me, lesson learned.
Das Tiny Package könnte das doch sein.
So, who's it from?
Let's see here. It says from Kitty. Also Ren. Really? Ren. Und sind es Eintrittskarten für die schwarze Auktion? Lloyd opened the package and removed its contents. A card with a written message accompanied with a set of jet black cards were found inside. Ja, tatsächlich, wir dürfen auf die schwarze Aktion. Wir haben offizielle Einladungen bekommen. I'm giving you these cards as a thank you gift for yesterday. I intended to take a look myself, thinking there might be some neat toys there, but I'll hand them over to you. Have fun, Special Support Section. Schwarze Auktion invitations? How in the world did she get her hands on something like this?
These bad boys are only sent to VIPs throughout Zemuria, right?
Furthermore, how did she know we were looking into the auction in the first place?
Weil sie eine Hackerin ist, die alles über euch weiß?
Ihr habt Informationen über der schwarzen Auktion auf eurem Datastick gehabt? I doubt we'll ever understand her, no matter how hard we try. More importantly, are these cuts the real deal?
I would hope so. They certainly give off a luxurious feeling, so I think there's a good chance they are.
A seal of a golden rose. It even uses real gold leaf.
The event starts at 7 tonight at Speaker Hartnett's mansion in Michelin, yeah?
Hey guys, I know the chief warned us not to mess with this, but...
No need to finish, Lloyd.
I'm not one to ignore a lady's generosity.
It's lucky that the chief had another meeting today. Everyone, are you sure about this? I didn't mean for my stubbornness to drag you guys along with me.
Don't get me wrong, from a certain perspective, I'm more interested in the auction than you. After all, it seems it's where people from my sphere of life are gathering.
I too am genuinely curious about this auction. I would like to investigate those neat toys that Ren mentioned in the letters.
Well, I'm just interested in seeing if this grand spiffy party can live up to the hype. After all, who am I to turn down a night of food and drink conversing with lovely high-class ladies? No way we can ignore this, huh?
Everyone. Today's the final day of the festival. Let's do our work until noon. Then head over to the Harbor District boarding dock. How will we sneak into the auction? Try to think about that on the way to Michelin.
Yes, understood.
Warum reinschleichen? Wir haben Einladung?
Well, let's go ahead and knock out these support requests, huh?
Right. We should check the terminal to see if it's been updated with any new ones. Na dann. Support Requests. Haben wir keine Urgent Dinger, sondern nur die beiden. Urgent Request vom City. Es steht zwar Urgent drin, aber wir machen dann nächstes Mal hier die beiden weiter. Nö, und es steht bei beiden Short, ist ja selbstverständlich, weil wenn wir weitermachen mit der Hauptstory, ist das Kapitel vorbei. So, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal an dieser Stelle wieder. Es war ein sehr langer Part. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.